Do you think he indeed does start or play in this game, or could he be held out because of what's happened?
I don't think he gets held up because of what's happened. I think the decision would be based on something other than that. I think if the decision genuinely is Zinedine Zidane's, I think he will probably try to play him. I think he will try and find a place for him in the team. Not least because, of course, he knows that, Jules was talking about the damage that's done, and the damage is done. But one way to fix that, of course, is to go and help Real Madrid now win the league title. And Eden Hazard's contribution has been very, very limited until now. But that would be one way to at least take a step towards making things better from his point of view and from Zidane's point of view as well. So I must confess, I think he probably will start. I also think one of the things that is worth bearing in mind here is that while Hazard has provided a very easy scapegoat, you look at the Real Madrid forward line this year, you look at all of their attacking players, and the only one that you can say is an unqualified success is Benzema. So one of the reasons why Hazard is put back in the team is not just because Zidane really likes him. It's not just because he's a huge signing that cost 160 million euros. It's not because you kind of want to get him fit again, but all of those are factors. One of the main reasons is because actually you look at your squad and you think, well, he's the best of the attackers I've got.
Jules, Real Madrid, Sevilla, Sunday, who you got?
I've got Real Madrid. I think Sevilla and the defeat and the way they lost against Bilbao last week was very disappointing. And I think Real Madrid have to go for it. Now, they were so poor, especially for an hour against Chelsea. They just, nothing worked. What Zidane wanted, what the players could do, maybe they were a bit tired. I just think that the tactics were wrong from the start. And now they have to bounce back, find a way of being far more aggressive, far more creative, far more decisive as well in both boxes, defend better, but attack better, not just Benzema on his own. He can't invent goals every single game, so things have to be better structurally for that team and in the way they express themselves together as a collective. So I still think that Real Madrid have that in them and we react after the Chelsea disappointment.
Sid, on Saturday we got Barcelona and Atletico. It's a must-win for Barcelona, has been for quite some time. Is it the same for Atleti, or would they be satisfied with a draw?
That's quite a good question. My initial feeling is that they cannot possibly be satisfied with a draw because they would lose control of the league title race if Real Madrid then won on the Sunday night. So I think in that sense they can't possibly be satisfied with it because I think they would then feel that they're vulnerable to Real Madrid coming and taking the title off them. That said, of course, they know that if they were to get a draw, they would at least maintain their advantage over Barcelona. They would then perhaps have some faith in Sevilla to get a result, or Real Madrid not to win the final 4 games. It's a very curious situation because it's not just Atletico Madrid here, it's Barcelona as well. I mean, to listen, for example, to Ronald Koeman, who said, if we win our final 4 games of the season, we will win the league. But of course, mathematically, that may not be the case. One of the upshots of Atletico Madrid being beaten by Barcelona tomorrow, if indeed that's what happens, would be that it would be Real Madrid who have the league title in their own hands, not Barcelona.
Jules, who needs it more, Diego Simeone or Ronald Koeman?
Well, I think Simeone, who, as we all know, because every year we said the same, still never won at the Camp Nou with Atletico Madrid in 13 attempts. That's the 14th now. He said today there's always a first. I hope for him that is tomorrow, because if they lose this one, I think this is gone. They haven't played well enough in the last few weeks, even if at times, and we saw against Elche in the first half where there was something there, and Luis Suarez coming back to the Camp Nou can inspire them, but eventually they always seem to drop deeper and deeper and almost to get scared to try to go and score a second, or try to scared to get a win. And against Elche they should have never won, because if Fidel scored that penalty, it's over and it's a draw, and then I think that then again, that setback probably would have cost them the title. So they're lucky to still be there. So for me, it's a much bigger one for Simeone than it is for Koeman, who, whether they win La Liga or not, I'm still not sure it would be there next season anyway.
All right, Jules, one word. Who you got winning the title?
Atletico Madrid.
Sid, you agree?
No, I don't. But I'm torn between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Madrid.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.